EFF is a not-for-profit membership organization that fights for user rights. We litigate in courts against governments or big corporations when they threaten internet user rights. Right to freedom of expression online, your right to privacy, your right to innovate using technology and the arts. That's our main work.
Would you say that most users of the internet actually have no idea that their rights are threatened?
I think that people are learning a lot about their rights. That was very exciting to see last year, for instance, the people fighting in the streets in the United States against two laws, SOPA and PIPA, because they will threaten their freedom of expression rights in the name of copyright enforcement. And then we see in Poland, a whole protest against ACTA, which was an international treaty with similar provisions that SOPA and PIPA. Suddenly, general public, people that we don't even know, were in the street fighting for their rights, and then it's spread throughout Europe. Well, there are many topics of same importance. I will prioritize right now the NSA spying, the cross-border surveillance issues. I will do so because the recent lists have confirmed about the U.S. government and the NSA spying on internet users worldwide, because most of the communications pass through the United States or through U.S. servers. They have access, or most of the companies that are awesome, that everyone use Gmail, Facebook, Twitter, others are based in the United States. The government could access to that data and have everyone spy upon. And so this is a real challenge, because it's not only the US. Actually, if you start analyzing, we knew through the leak that it's also other countries. There are several options you can do. I think first, like one of the successes on this SOPA-PIPA battle that I was mentioning, it was that everyone knew what's going on. So one thing is educate. Let's educate everyone know their rights. That's one aspect. A second aspect is we need a free software community. We need a free software community to start developing crypto. We need easy crypto, and encryption should be the default. Encryption is this system that allows you to communicate securely between two people, and that third parties, nor the government nor others, could intercept your communications. Then we need also litigation. If you're a lawyer in your country, you can file lawsuits for violation of human rights law. There's very good challenges that are popping up in different countries. The more we call attention to this, the more we are able to make changes. And things happening. Just learn from SOPA-PIPA. The internet is one, and we can learn from each other, and we can just react globally. So I hope that's possible. The second part is the procedures used by the NSA to minimize data collected from U.S. persons. And I hear the NSA explain it very easily. A personnel, which is the analyst, will use reasonable discretion in determining whether information acquired must be minimized. So instead of you have a court order because you need a warrant to search for Americans, the analyst will review the content and will decide whether or not they need to issue a court order. So this is our newest lawsuit. We just presented on Tuesday. We are using another argument saying that this massive collection of data is in violation of freedom of expression, the freedom of association, and they should halt the program.
I'm from Ireland, and I'm researching at the moment automated military technologies, specifically unmanned aerial vehicles and the regulatory apparatuses that exist around them. So this workshop is it's part of a series. This will be the 7th workshop since April, and we are investigating the military use of drones specifically as part of the war on terror. Try to actually situate it geopolitically, so to look at how it affects specific places. What's important to me is to kind of escape the kind of polarized debates about it, but to kind of investigate this middle ground, because I mean, if you talk to somebody in the drone industry, they will have a very specific and very strong and passionate argument to support their own drones, and then on the other hand, you'll speak with activists and you get an equally passionate argument from the total other side. But I'm kind of interested in maybe how these arguments conflict and where they meet in the middle.
Is there a question about the difference between drone attack and terrorist attack?
Yeah, well, this is an interesting question indeed. It depends who has the drone, doesn't it? If the United States has it, it's a kinetic strike, and maybe if Hezbollah have it, it's a terrorist attack. I mean, I think that it's exciting that it's kind of being investigated by artists and sociologists and even military specialist kind of academics. I think it's important that it's being brought more into the public. I mean, it's already quite a hype around it, and I actually think that it is quite a valuable thing, but sometimes we need to step back from a kind of the sensationalism perhaps, and to try to look at how things work out on a kind of I won't say objective level, but perhaps to try and root the topic more in this kind of fact-based or more objective argument style. The database at the moment is like in very kind of a beta stage, so I'm still like working on it and improving how it works. But at the moment, there's a basic kind of a place where you can submit documents to the reposition matrix, and then that you can view a list of them. So in one of the workshops, the last workshop actually, which was 2 weeks ago, and we had this very, very large world map. It's 4 meters long and about 2 or 3 meters high, and we were trying to draw these networks, so things that were so like through this database that we would add specific nodes to the database, and we would give them a specific geographic location, and we would always reference a document.
Imaju razne radionice, bili smo jučer u onoj tvornici, danas na brodu, bili smo jučer na brodu, slušali govor koji je držao Mut juče, on je na, kako se zvaše, tako.
I si zadovoljan programom?
Za sad jes.
I predavačima isto?
Da, malo satnica kasnije uglavnom, ali sadržaj je dobro.
Ovdje je lepo, fino se družimo, razmenjujemo iskustva, malo se kupujemo preko dana, uveče su predavanje na 2 lokacije, što nam je onako zanimljivo, malo se i prošetamo po gradu, a i možemo da pratimo ne samo predavanje, nego i radionice u kojima malo interaktivnije učestvujemo. Mislim da je program odličan, za svakoga ima po nešto i čak možda je mali problem što je toliko dobrih predavanja, pa se nekad i preklopi, pa ne možemo na sve da stignemo da poslušamo, ali snalazimo se dobro.